Parents do it, salespeople do it, consultants do it, executives do it. That is, they lead and persuade by questioning. Do these snippets of conversation sound familiar? A boss coaching an employee, framing benefits this way. Let's say the boss says, "Do you think your career could benefit from exposure to this kind of training?" Or maybe the boss says, "How would your customer react to your offer to propose this service at no charge? Do you think they might be more inclined to ask us to bid on another, more profitable project?"
Decisions about our money, about our working conditions, about our environment, about our welfare state. We should be able to ask them 4 questions. Firstly, what powers do you have? Define them. Tell us exactly what. In Europe you can't, because they make them up as they're going along. Secondly, who gave you those powers? They can't tell you. For instance, did you know that most of your policies are being dictated by something called the Euro Working Group, chaired by a certain Mr. Thomas Wieser, who has more power than most of your government ministers? Thirdly, how do you use your powers? What exactly do you do? All the decisions are made behind closed doors. You don't even know what the decisions are, especially in the periphery of Europe, ruled by a totally opaque troika. And finally, how can we get rid of you? If you can't ask rulers, how
What's
can
happening,
you
Ray Carnes, RecTech Grills? Check it out. We're going to do some ribs today. What's your favorite kind of rib, a spare rib or a baby back?
I like the spare ribs better.
Well, you give me nothing to talk about. I like the spare ribs better, too.
I like the baby back ribs better.
Now, the spare ribs are, in my opinion, better. So we got some St. Louis cut spare ribs. We've already taken the silver skin off. And we also got some baby back ribs. So we're going to do them both. What I'm going to do is, I went to barbecue school. I went to Myron Mixon's barbecue school. I highly recommend it, particularly if you're in competitions. I mean, the way he teaches you how to box these plates, he's got it down to a science. I'm going to teach you Myron's recipe. It's not exactly his cook times, but I'm going to teach you his sauce and everything. He likes to cook a little faster. I'm going to do the 3-2-1 method today. And do you know what that is?
3-2-1.
3 hours at 225. 2 hours at 225 wrapped in foil. And then 1 hour at 225 with the sauce. I'm also going to do Johnny Triggs' recipe on one of these ribs. So you're going to kind of get a double dose. I'm going to teach you Myron Mixon and Johnny Triggs' recipe on ribs. So what we did, we took the silver skin off. We're going to season these up. We got our honey rib rub. First, I like to put a little olive oil just to get them a little bit wet so the rub sticks better. So we're going to season these up and get them on the grill at 225. We're going to use our honey rib rub, half honey rib rub, and half of our banging brisket rub is what we're going to put on these. And then we'll see you at the RecTech. We'll get these bad boys on. And like I said, 3, 2, 1. And we're also going to make some sauces. We're going to make a peach glaze for Myron's recipe that he does. And we're going to do the recipe that Johnny does is with imitation butter, parquet butter, and brown sugar, Thai sauce, and something else. I can't remember.
You got that written down somewhere?
Yeah, I've got it written down. We'll figure it out. You'll see in a second. Oh, you know what? I just bought this beef rib because I've never tried 3-2-1 method on beef rib. So I'm going to stick that on there too, just for fun. You know, why not? Let's get crazy.
I'm head coach Andre Moreno, and today we're in the famous Santa Monica Farmers Market. So we're going to learn about fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables. Are you ready? Follow me. So we're going to start with some vegetables. The first one is an eggplant. Can you see that? Do you have that where you live? Eggplants. This is a squash, kind of heavy. See, kind of yellowish squash. But you can also have a green squash. Let's keep going. There's some fruit back here. This right here is a cantaloupe. Look at all these colors. Here we have a red pepper. See? Red peppers. But you can also have green peppers. Different color. You can have yellow peppers. Here's your red pepper again. Here you can also get, these are zucchini. Do you have those at home? Yes, all zucchini. We can also have, look at this, yellow squash. Pretty nice, huh? You can buy all sorts of fruit at fruit markets.
What if I was HIV positive? Would I fit the description? Would my poetry captivate you, emancipate you from your curiosity, or would you just stare, puzzled, dissecting what sickness is supposed to look like? Young ethnic male, would I just be another Puerto Rican tale that ends with Bible scriptures, crusadios wrapped around hands as you kiss Jesus, insisting he tend to my soul? Would the literature of my time be significant, or would it crumble like the ends of a lit cigarette? Now what would you tell my mother as she kneels in her unwelcoming black dress, never anticipating shopping for death? Could you soothe her distress, whisper words with enough potency to distract her tears, cradle her like she was just born, sip doses of optimism into her questioning of faith? Could you stand pat, patient, quietly inviting,